I'm gon' ride, we gon' ride, who gon' slide, we gon' slide, they my guys, they my slimes.
Clip up the ride out.
I'm gon' ride, we gon' ride, who gon' slide, we gon' slide, they my guys, they my slimes.
All out when we ride out.
The next topic we're going to discuss on Boxing Bros are comments made by Andre Ward. Andre Ward posted a tweet recently in which he addressed people talking about him coming back. And this is on his Instagram. And as you can see, it says Real Talk with the praying hands. And here's his Twitter, Andre SOG Ward, where he states, "Every day I'm asked if I'm coming back to boxing. People don't know how hard I work to be able to walk away on my own terms. I planned for it and dreamed about it. The move is bigger than money and championships. Trying to leave a better legacy for the ones coming behind me." That's what Andre Ward wrote. And so he's asking people to stop asking him if he's coming back. Said it took a lot to leave the sport. And so, Trill Dollar Bill, man, what's your reaction to the tweet from Andre Ward?
That's what's up, Andre Ward. That's what's up. Because I was wondering, because it seemed like, you would flirt with it, just to play with the people a little bit, but you made your stance, and I totally agree. You did everything you had to do, and you walked away on your own terms. I know that there was like deals, like HBO had gave you like a crazy deal, like 3-fight deal for you, and you turned that down. It was like your health and your family was more important. And hey, who am I to say? You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what you wanted to do. This is what you want to do. You left on top, undefeated. Nobody can never say anything about your heart, your skills. You proved yourself time and time again. You showed that you was the man. I'm not mad. What is he? 3-time world champion? Like, did he get it at once? Oh, just 168 and
168,
175. Yeah, I was gonna give him 160, but you know what I'm saying? But 2-time world champion in 2 different weight classes. Like, Andre Ward, man, you did great. I'm not mad at you.
All right, Conspirator G.
Yeah, man, Andre Ward, great, spectacular. Remember, most of his career he was fighting with just a busted right arm. You know what I mean? So to the level of competition he was dealing with. The Super 6 with a
Super 6.
That's all I'm saying. So I'm like, man, he did great for his career, but I'm gonna keep it 100. It sounded cute. I don't believe him though. The reason why is, come on, man. If they offer him a Canelo fight and they hit him with a mean bag, he's taking that fight, bro. Like, I promise you right now, if they approach Lennox Lewis with a mean bag to fight AJ, he's taking that fight, bro. Like, it's one of those. It's like, yeah, I did that. That was my past. I'm a commentator now, but stop it, They present you with that large check, you're gonna take that check and you're gonna fight your heart out. You know what I mean? Like, they are warriors at the end of the day. You know what I mean? And so, like, I just don't see Ward doing that. But again, it will only be for Canelo. Anyone else, yeah, I agree. He's not going to come back for no one else but Canelo. But if that opportunity presented to him, like think about it. Canelo is literally like the current legend of multiple weight divisions. If Ward comes back and dethrones Canelo, he's the man's man. So I don't see a guy. I understand he's like, I left on my terms. Yeah, all that's cute. But, bro, you have an opportunity to make a huge bag and to be, like, literally the man of this era. I think he's going to take it, man. That's why it's hard for me to believe what he's saying, man. Even though I want to.
So you're predicting that he's going to come back and fight Canelo?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying if the opportunity was presented to him, he'll do it. You know what I mean? Like, why not? You know what I mean? Like, why wouldn't you? It's like, it's a big bag. And you have an opportunity to be like the face again of boxing, and then that would just catapult his commentating career. Once that contract is up, they gotta hit him with a bigger bag when he re-ups. So I think he should do it, man. And that's why I'm calling BS on that post. It sounded cute, but Canelo, I feel like, is a separate thing. Like, Canelo goes, Andre Ward, me and you, let's make this fight. I think Andre Ward's like, let me holler at my lawyers. Let me holler at ESPN. Let's see what we can do. And that will really what happen.
you know, sometimes you got to send a message through social media. And I think this is Andre Ward's way of telling Timothy Bradley to shut up because he's saying he's not coming back. The only person I hear mentioning his name in fights is really Timothy Bradley.
That's
Like,
his man.
like Timothy, I thought he told Timothy to do it because I remember Timothy Bradley saying like the only one who can beat Canelo honestly is Dre. Dre got to come back to beat Canelo. He's the one who's running around. So everyone's like, man, yo, Dre can beat Canelo. Yo, we need Dre to come back. And then
He's trying to find that finder's fee. You feel me?
you know what I'm saying? And Andre Ward's like, yo, stop asking me if I'm coming back. You may want to tell Timothy Bradley, you know what I'm saying, your co-host that you're not coming back because he's the one planting the seed in everyone's mind. He's like, you should see the way Dre's looking in the gym, whatever. So, you know, I get it. When you look good in the gym and you train in the gym, people see you and they say, oh, well, you should go pro or you want to go pro. But there's a lot of that goes into going pro. There's a physical toll, like rounds, there's pain that you endure that people don't see. All they see is the skill. They say like, oh, well, you got the skill, you have the ability, so you should go pro. And they don't understand the grind that what Andre Ward goes through after every fight. That's what he keeps talking about. His family. Some things are bigger than money. Some things are bigger than legacy. Some things are whatever. Andre Ward was able to get into the sport, have a Hall of Fame career, and retire with all his faculties. Now, for some of us, it's very difficult to watch him leave the sport because he literally left as the #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the sport. Because he worked so hard. I remember his whole career, we were always saying like, yo, he's underrated. He's underrated. Andre Ward is underrated. Andre Ward's underrated. And then finally, he got the rating he deserved. He got the recognition he deserved, and then he retired. So it's very difficult for people to accept because we feel like those people. I mean, I feel like I always knew Ward was arguably top 3 most of his career pound for pound. But for people who just got introduced to Ward, they feel like, yo, he's leaving us as soon as we got put on to him. But he's been doing that for his career. He beat some of the best names out there from 168 to 175, and he walked away from the sport. When you look at his work as a commentator, he's brilliant. I think he's great. He's one of the best commentators out there. And so I think he feels comfortable in what he's doing. He has a steady job that he's good at, doing something he loves, covering the sport he loves, covering the sport he dedicated his life to. And then you have to look back and say, is it really worth it for him to go back into that ring? And realistically, he has to ask himself this, and people don't realize that. Does he have the hunger that he once had to even return to boxing? Is he even as hungry? Does he care as much? You know, because like
So
he
cheap.
may not. Yeah, he may not. He may not. Like he's shown the ability to be fine without boxing. Like some guys, you know, they flirt with it. He showed no interest in exhibitions. He showed no interest in fights. This guy's just been commentating and then living his life. So what happens, like, if he signs up for a fight and he's standing there right before the bell rings, he realizes I didn't really want to be here. So I feel you, Dre. If your heart's not in it, don't do it. If your heart's not 100% in it, whatever, then just keep doing what you're doing because you're already solidified.
Nah, you're 100% right, my brother, because you don't play boxing.
Mm-hmm.
It's different. The same basketball. Please like and subscribe. Let us know how you feel in the comment section. And check us out on Instagram. Check us out on Twitter. And also, check out our podcast on all major streaming services. We are the Boxing Bros.
You're welcome. You're all welcome.